Okay, welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to be rating these vehicles on Legendary Motorsport by their looks. Now, I'm not going to do how productive they are because none of these are actually productive at all. Okay, so let's start off with these two here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to give this one a 8 and I'm going to give this a 1. Now, you're probably wondering why I give this one a 10, this one an 8 and this one a 1. Well, this one you have to pay for, and this one you don't. Well, I don't, but you guys might not need to. Anyway, those are special ones, but all these other ones right here to about, say... Man, I'd say a lot of these cars are probably about an average 5, but except for the older ones, like... Oh, actually, I take that back. Everything up to the Elegy, I'm going to have to give it a 5, because... Not many of these vehicles I've actually tried myself, and I don't really know how good these things are. Oh my god, I'm going to have to go all the way down to the bottom, aren't I? Okay, well, let's do it. Okay, we made it back down to where we were. Okay, so for the Nagasaki Carbon, I've actually never driven this vehicle around before, so I don't know much about this vehicle to rate it, so... I'm going to give it a 6. I don't know. Like I said before, I'm basing these off of looks. I'm not basing this off of how good they are. For example, I'd give this one a 10. I like the way this one looks. I've never driven this one around. Oh my god, I just realized I'm going to have to go through that again. No. This... Okay, I made it back down again. Now... I actually have no idea what this car looks like when it's upgraded, so I might actually consider buying one of these eventually. By the way, guys, I'm actually on my PS4 account, not my PS5, because I have two separate games, you see, so I could play on the PS5 version or the PS4 version on the PS5 now. It might not make sense, but yeah. Anyway, let's go to here. The Alpha, I think I remember driving this car, but this was like way back in the days. Probably back when the first, probably way back in the day, so I can't really remember much. Anyway, the point is, this is, I'm gonna have to give it maybe a 3. I don't know. I don't like the look of this thing. Same thing with the Huntleys. I'm gonna have to give that a 3 as well. Now, this one, I'll give it a 7.5. Okay, I like the look of the car, but I always think there's room for improvement. I feel like this could have been a better car. The Turismo R, I feel like it could have been better. 10. I love the look of a Dinka Chester. Even though it's an old car, I still love the look of it. Same thing with the Pegasi Zantorno and the Massacre. I still love those looks of those vehicles. Fun fact, I bought these vehicles again on my PS5 account. Yeah, those vehicles I did buy on my PS5 account because I like them so much. Okay, let's get to the thrust. I'm just going by the second part of the name. Anyway, let's give this one a 4. I don't know why. I don't really like bikes that much. Like, for example, I don't really like this one. Actually, you know what? I'll give this one a 10 as well. You know how I said before for all of this is like 5 before it gets to here? Yeah, I'm going to give this one a 5. I think this is average, in my opinion, with looks. Now, I won't lie. I do like the look of these, but I'm not really a huge classic car guy, so I'm going to have to give these a good 8, I think. Those look like an 8 to me. Now, I've never actually driven this thing before. The Forge GT. So, I don't know. What would you guys rate this one? 1, I don't like garbage bikes. I don't think any of them look good on this website. Let's see, we got a 6.5 maybe. Like I said, I'm not really a huge classic car guy, but I don't hate them either, so... the Windsor, I would have to say this is going to be a 8. Remember, guys, I'm basically this off of looks. Yeah. 1, utter garbage. I think this is utter garbage. Same thing with this one. I don't like the look of them. The Osiris, I remember this car back in the days when I used to do a bit of racing in the days. Yeah, this car's actually not that bad looking in my opinion. And it's not bad performing either, so I'm going to give this a solid 9. I like this one, but I have to give the 20 a 10. I love the look of this one. The Vindicator, I'm 1 out of garbage. I won't lie, this is out of garbage 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 1. You know what? I'm gonna give that a 3. I don't know. I hate the front look of a car, but I think the back looks a lot better. I'm not clicking on it because I don't want to have to go through all this again. Let's see. I've never driven this one before, but I think I haven't driven this. I'll give it a 5. We'll give this one a 9. We'll give this a 9. You know what, guys? I actually think this one and this one here, they kind of look the same. I don't know. We've got the drop, the Windsor drop. I've never driven it, so I'm going to give it a 2. 2. I've seen this car before, but I've never driven it, so I'll give it a 5. I've driven this one before. I actually kind of like the look of this. Actually, no, I don't. I take that back. I don't really like the look of this. The front looks too fat, in my opinion. So I'm going to have to give it a 5. Now, I remember this car. I do enjoy this car. It was a really cool looking car. I like the back. I like the front. I'm giving it a 9. The Bugatti 70. I do remember buying this car. It's a nice looking car, I think. I'm going to go by a 5. I'm going to go give it a 8. 9. 1. Utter garbage looking car. I don't like the look of that. Same thing with these two vehicles right here. I don't like them, so I'm going to give them a 1. I'm going to have to give this a solid 10. I like the look. I like the look of this thing. That's just all there is. It also performs pretty well. I've never driven this one around before. I'd like to, but the price is just not what I want to spend. 10. I don't know, guys. I like the look of this thing. It looks kind of hilarious, so I'll give it a 10. We'll start with the Tempesta here. I'll give that a 10. Okay, I do like the look of this car. It's a really nice looking car. Unfortunately, this car was not released back in the days. Like, I honestly thought this car would be like a good car added back in the days. The Osiris Penetrator, I don't know what this thing looks like. I don't think I've upgraded it either. I think I might have won it once, but I haven't upgraded it. The Sitara Bike. Now, this one, I'll give it a 8. I've heard it's from a movie. I'll give it points for that, but still, being a bike, I don't really like bikes in this website. 1. I don't like the look of those lights. Those lights at the front just look completely hideous. I don't know how to rate this one. I think I would have driven this thing around, but I'm going to give this a 7. The Imperious Classic. I do like this car. I'll give it a 7. Same thing with the Cheetah Classic. I'll give it a 7. The Wagner, I like the look of it, but I've never actually upgraded this car myself. A friend of mine has, but no, I haven't. So I'll give it a 9. The Bugatti Torresso Classic. I don't think I've driven this car around, so I'll give this a 6. The Bugatti Torresso, I think I don't remember driving this. This sort of looks like the Stromberg to me, but I'm going to give this a 5. No, not a 5. We'll give this a I want to be generous, but I don't want to be too generous, so I'm going to give it a 7. The XA21, I don't really remember what this car looks like at the back. If I looked at it at the back, I probably would give it a good score, which would be like a 7, so I'll give it a 7. The Vissaline, I do like the look of this thing. It looks really good. I'm going to give it a solid 10, and oh my god, I just clicked on it. Okay, so let's start with this one. I'm going to give it a 1. The Bugatti Vapid GT Classic, not good looking at all. The Visceral Cyclone, I do like this car. I've driven it a lot. It's one of my favorite looking cars. I'm going to give this one a solid 9. Remember, this is based on looks. The Raiden, I don't know how to rate this because I've never driven it, so I'm going to give this a 6. I feel like 6 is generous. SC1, I don't think. Actually, I have driven it, but I haven't driven it for a long time. So I'm gonna give it a. It's a hard one because I don't remember driving this thing. I'd have to say maybe a 8. If you made it this far into the video, I'm just gonna remind you again. This is all based on looks, not how good they are, not how productive they are, not how they're going to help you in any situation, because they're obviously not going to help you. Let's see, we got the Pariah. I'm going to give this a solid 10. I like the look of it. The Comet Safari. I heard this one can be upgraded in weapons workshops, so you can put weapons on it. So I guess I could give it points for that, but for looks alone, I'm going to have to give it maybe a 7. I don't know. Okay, let's start with the Silvestra. I'm gonna give it a 3. I don't like the look of this that much. I don't even know why they added it into the game. I don't know what this thing is called here, so the overflowed. I'm gonna give this a generous 6. No, a generous 8. Sorry, 8. I can't give this a good score. I'm gonna give this a 4. I don't like the look of it that much, but yeah, same thing with the GT 500. 4. I don't think I've driven this car around, the Revolter. I'm gonna give this maybe a 3. No, not a 3, not a 3. I'll give it a generous 7. Only because I like the look of it, not really because of anything else. The Pista Neon, I'll give it a solid 10. I like the look of it. Pista Comet SR, I like the look of it. 10. The Hustler, I don't like the look of this thing. I feel like they could have been more improved upon. I don't like the look of this. The Karen 919 OZ, 1. I can't rate that any higher than 1. Probably a 0, actually. I don't like the look of it at all. The Vapid Gb 200, I don't mind the look of it. It looks kind of cute, but I'm going to give this a 6.5. Okay, a 6.5. I feel like that fits this one good. The Taipan, it looks good in the picture, but it probably would look bad outside of the road, so I'm going to give this maybe a 7.5. The Entity XXR, I don't remember what this car looks like at the back, but I'm going to give this a solid 7.5. I don't know, guys. I like the look of it, but I think it's perfect. The Tesseract, straight up 10. Flash GT, I like the look of it, but I'm going to give it a 8. The Tesseract, I'm going to give it a 9. This is ugly as hell. I can't stand the look of that. Same thing with this, and I'm going to give the Jester Classic a 6. I don't like the lights at the front, but I feel like if they maybe made them a bit smaller or something like that, that could make the thing look better. The Free Crawler, I have driven this thing around. I have it on my PS5 account, so I'm going to give this a... I can't really rate this guy. Let's see what we could... Let me see. We'll give this a 8. 1. Yeah, those are all 1s. I'm going to give this one maybe a 5. I haven't driven this thing around. The Italia Gto, I like the look of this. I'm going to give this a 10. I like the 10. The Devastate 8, straight up 1. Garbage looking vehicle. I hate the look at the front and I hate the look at the back. Even the sides I don't like. And I'll never buy this thing. So, yeah, 1. The OB Drifter, I don't know what this car looks like. I'm going to give this a 1. Because I don't know anything about it. 1, we'll give the NEO maybe a 5. I don't think I've driven this thing around. The Friday Thrax, 10. I love the look of this thing. The Proton R. I'll give it a 3. I don't like that car. The Emirates, I do like the look of this one, so I'm going to give it a 10. I do like the look of this. It looks kind of cool, kind of funny. It looks like something you'd find on a Hot Wheels car or something, you know. I'm going to give this a 10. I like it. The Kriegel, 10. The Jugular, I'm going to give this a 8. The Torresso, 10. I do like the look of it when you've actually seen it. The Vapid Rocket, 1. No. Actually, I'm going to give that a 10. I like the look of that thing because it looks kind of funny. I think you can pull up some pretty neat wheelies too. 1. The Almany VSTR is also a 1. The Morgan, I'm going to give a 10. I'm going to give the Furia a 9. I don't like the look of it. I do like the look of it, but I don't think it's perfect. It's not a car I'd buy because I don't personally like it, but yeah. I don't know how to rate these two, so I'll come back to it later. We'll go to the Strider. I like the look of it. I'm going to give it a 8. I might as well give these two 8s. I'm going to give this one a 10. I like the look of this open wheel car because of the front. 10. I like it. The Corvette D10, 10 again. 1. I hate the look of that thing. I should really give these ones a 1 too because they're really not that good looking. We've got the Italia. I think this is the Italia Gto. Oh, the Italia RSX. Okay, I like the look of the Italia RSX. I'm going to get a 10. 1. Chester RR. I'm going to give that a 5. 10, 5, 1, 5, and 8. Now, you're probably wondering where I gave these ones 10s. Well, I actually played a different game back in the days, which the game was called Juiced. Well, put down in the comments if you know that game. Anyway, yeah, that's the reason why. These two cars were in that game, and I still love them to this very day. I'm going to give this one a 1. I don't like the look of the Ghibli. The Bugatti Ignis, I like it. I don't think it's perfect, though, so I'm going to give it a 9. 1. I can't comment on it. We'll give this one a 1. The Aston. 2 bikes here. 1. The Bugatti Zeno, I'm going to give that maybe a 9. Yeah, 9. 1. Okay, so that's all the vehicles here. Ranked by looks. I'm not going to rank them by how good they are because none of them are actually going to win you any races or actually help you in any sort of way possible. So, yeah, I guess if you guys want me to do something San Andreas Supermotors next, I guess leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.